Welcome back, and today we're going to go through another traditional draft for Ravnica Allegiance on MTG Arena. I'm MTG Joe, and I'll be guiding you through the next few games. So, first pack, mirror marches are rare, somewhat slow and inconsistent. Tin Street, good for pushing through some last damage. Syndicate Guild Mage. Seems like probably our pick. Somewhat slow. Removal seems pretty good as well. Yeah, I think we'll go Syndicate Guild Mage in this case. Need gates to make it good. So here I think we can either branch out and try to go Esper, or we just take the flyer in Concordia or the removal. I like the removal in this case. We can draw out the game. So here we have more removal. Grasping Thrall is very good at the top end. 3/3 flyer that drains 2 and gains 2. Even the Orzhov Enforcer forces awkward blocks, but I think Grasping Thrall is a good pick here. So, Spit Slower removal with power 4 greater. Here I probably like the Pegasus. So, Minor Pump, probably the Orzhov Enforcer here. Is all colors, hexproof for monocolor. It's actually a very interesting design layout. I think we'll go with the Orzhov Enforcer here. Gateway Plaza is a nice way to smooth out the mana. You are paying for it. Slimebind is also nice if we want to look to maybe splash blue, or the Rakdos Guildgate is another option if we want to go Mardu. Here, the problem with Gateway Plaza is you can't really play it on 1, and then you're taking a turn off on 2 to play it, and it still comes into play tapped. Let's take the Guildgate here. So here we have opponent sacks a creature, the officer or the thrall. We also have Rakdos Roastabout. I like the thrall here. Probably just go with the Guild Mage. It'll keep us alive until we can play thralls. Vanilla Crocodile isn't that good. Just take the Guild Gate here. 1/3 Menace isn't too bad. I think we'll go Twilight Panther. Again, we're just trying to make attacking difficult into us until we could get some of our higher end threats. So here we're just cycling through. Probably go with the combat trick. So mill, shuffle, draw 4, discard. Don't think we're in for any of these. How are we creature count right now? At the very least, this pumping up the Viscapa will gain us some life. The locket's on color. If we want to go long game, probably makes more sense than Growth Spiral. Ooh, Big Daddy Rakdos. So pays off for picking up the guild gates. Final Payment's also very good as 2 mana creature removal. Ill-Gotten Gains I've really liked in a lot of builds, but the Rakdos is a bomb, so we gotta play that. Hallowed Fountain. Since the set's pretty new, I still need to complete my duels. I'm just going to take the Hallowed Fountain here. I know it's not the best in terms of draft, but don't want to waste those rare cards. So whenever Blood Mist Infiltrator attacks, you may sacrifice another creature to make it unblockable. We have the Pegasus again. When it enters the battlefield, creatures you control get 1/1. Probably just going to go another Pegasus here. 1/3 body's pretty nice. Gutter Bones is nice here. Consume, Concentrate is also nice. Gutter Bones with a lot of flyers we have and the Death Touch we can keep bringing back and blocking. Also can bring it back with Rakdos if it dies. Go Gutter Bones here. Here, it's probably between the two. Probably choose more removal. So here we have the Guild Gate. I like the Ministrant here. 3 mana, 2/1 that gives you 2 1/1s afterwards. Just keep blocking, and it works well with Rakdos. If it dies, you still get the afterlife creatures. We haven't seen enough Goblin Gathering to really load up in that case. Let's go Ministrant here. So here we have the Blood Artist effect and another combat trick. Probably just go with the Vampire. Bankrupt and Blood has a real cost associated with it. We also have the Senate Griffin. 4 mana, 3/2 flyer, scry 1. We're just going Pegasus Tribal. So both wheeled. So here it's the choice between the removal, Ill-Gotten Gains, or Carnage Carnival. Early creature removal, and then later game to force. Ill-Gotten Gains helps kind of win the race while stalling out the board. Final Payment, more creature removal. This only deals damage to opponent. Let's go Final Payment. High Alert with the Pegasus would be cool, but I don't want to splash just for that. Probably just take Cry of Carnarium as a sideboard card if we go against real aggro. Don't really like much from this pack. We'll just start our collection of millers for a jank deck. So blink a creature, bring it back, it gains first strike, gains death touch till end of turn. Might be interesting as a sideboard card if we go against some Gruul big stuff. Here we're probably just going to take the Enforcer, or the Viscopic Vampire, more lifelink, take the removal, and clear the mind. So here we have Replicates, not very good in our deck. Enchant creature has Defender and loses Flying is very good. The Fireblade Adept might be a little hard to cast on curve. I like the Tether here. So here we have what's looking like standard All-Star Growth, Chamber Guardian. We have Twilight Panther, Rakdos Fiend. We have the Guildgate. I'm just going to rare draft here. Equipped creature gets +03 and target player mills. Not the best. Skewer the Critics is probably will be our pick. Don't like really any of these cards. We already have one Grotesque and quite a bit of removal. Let's go Skewer the Critics for the sideboard, likely. So here we have Grasping Thrall, or likely the Guildgate. Cavalcade of Calamity. Whenever a creature you control power 1 or less attacks, deals 1 damage. This might actually be interesting. 1, 4, 5. With a few Afterlife cards. I just think the Thrall's got so much upside. This just seems like really good removal. There's a lot of options in Orzhov. Two, 3 flyer with Afterlife. 1, 3 defender. We have an option for more removal or just taking to the skies. We really just want to hold off till Rakdos as many games as possible. Here it's, how many 1-drops do we have? Or early plays? 1, 2, 5. Curve's actually looking pretty good. We'll take more removal for the sideboard. Here, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Gates Ablaze. I think the Spirit here just really stops them a turn from attacking, which is nice. Here we have Spear Skewer, which will be difficult to actually get out on one. We're not really looking to turn on Spectacle that often. Just take the Rhythm. Take Twilight Panther here. Take the Guildgate just to smooth out the mana. put creature if we want to mill, but probably just take Dead Rebels for the sideboard. Cavalcade came around again, so we'll see how the games play out. Just take the Caretaker. Good Boy came back. And, not bad. Some sideboard removal here. So the deck actually seems pretty solid. 3 red sources should be enough. So we need 3 cuts. Seems pretty narrow right now. If we go against aggro, we could bring it in. Switch to U. Don't like the locket. And here it's just deciding if we want to get rid of the Blood Artist effect. I like a lot of our early drops. We could bring this in if the opponent has more removal, but really what we want to do is gum up the board in the air as well until we can hit either the Thralls or Rakdos, because then he'll just close out the game quite quickly. Let's take it for a spin. So let me know in the comments if there's any card in particular you think we should have gone for instead, and what cards from the new set you found as breakouts. This is only my second draft. First time we really didn't do that well, so we'll see what comes up. Seems like there's a lot of Gruul, at least in drafts. So this hand's not doing too much right now. We hit our red source, but we're really just lands away. We do have removal on 2 and potentially 3. I think we mull. This hand's much better. Removal on 1 if we need it, and then we can go into Syndicate. Perfect. Nice 3-drop here. So we'll just pass the turn here. Opponent looks to also be on some sort of Orzhov variation. The Oligarch's really nice here. So we'll get the Syndicate out here. We'll then follow it up with the Spirit. No blocks. Big Daddy Rakdos. So we'll play the Spirit here. At the very least, it taxes our opponent a turn. Opponent decides not to attack. So here, would have been nice to hit a land. I think we're just going to pass. We could Undercity Embrace just to clear out a creature on the end step. They'll likely sacrifice the Oligarch to get a 1/1 flyer. The set seems pretty fun so far. Been playing around with Standard with a Teamer Rhythmic Drake deck, playing the new Salamander Delver, and just splashing green in the main board for Rhythm of the Wild to haste out a big Drake. There's a lot of games where you tend to just one-shot people out of nowhere. We'll run a stream with that later today, hopefully. Opponent's going to attack here. Take the 1 damage. Just to be mana efficient. See what they sacrifice. Opponent's playing really slow. Might just end up getting the timeout win. Alright, so we hit a land here. So what we can do here is if the opponent decides to double block, we can force him to sack. So here, I think we will sacrifice. Let's make sure we do this right. We want to destroy this creature, sacrifice this creature. The Panther's just going to make other attacking difficult later on. Opponent will get some chip damage in. So if we hit a land, we could start pinging them. More 2/2 Death Touch. So let's see what they do here. What they choose to sacrifice. Here we'll just get rid of the flyer. We can trade off if need be. We're getting to the top of our curve, so just a land away. Mountain would be ideal. The one of. Post board, I think we'll bring in the 3 mana -2/2 with Exile to deal with the afterlife as well. May block an additional creature each turn in afterlife. Here I think we just want to stay alive. Okay. So untap land turns on Rakdos. If not, we play Thrall next turn. We could then trade off the Thrall or just try to race. Watchful Giant's a big boy. Alright, so the Thrall, give us some time. They just attack with the giant. We don't block. We can probably trade off here. Here, I'll take the trade. Just want to delay. Rakdos will close out the game really quickly. Land, not lands. At least we can play 2 creatures here. The Pegasus will block things in the air quite well. Here, probably just sacrifice the Pegasus. Block here, just offset some of the damage. We actually gain 1 life in this exchange. Not lands. Let's run it back. 17 lands. Seems like we haven't really hit much. Getting a lot of action, but so same play. Just want to stay alive as long as possible. Lands. Now let's check out this animation. Big Daddy Rakdos. Now, are we gonna get lucky? No, we're not. We got rid of the one thing that couldn't do anything. So here we're on a 3-turn attack. Panther's actually really nice because it could block here. Trample will get through the spirit, so it does turn off the math just a bit. Really hoping for at least 1 or 2 creatures dying. See. So here it's 5, takes us down to 7. We can block here and then have another turn. I think we go with that for now. We get the free trade. Down to 7 here. Opponent's getting in 5 here. So this one's going to be close. Depends on how they decide to attack, because they can soak up some damage with the flyers. opponent's really taking some time to think. So here we'll block. Give it Death Touch. Opponent now needs to decide if he wants to trade, to sack it. Opponent lets it die, which is odd. So we win off a Thrall. Math-wise, we can attack here. They poke in a damage there. Still think we wait. Opponent sacks here, we go to 5, we take 6 on the swing back. We really just need something to block. So here, let's try to get him to spend some mana. And we'll block here. Gets 3 spirits. We're dead either way. Let's see if he messes up blocking. Nope. Oh. If he blocks 2, then we have a chance. Opponent had to win. Unless they have the deal 3 damage card. Could be why. Yeah. Opponent has it. Opponent hits 2. Opponent cycles to bring back. Not enough. That one was close. Had we been a bit luckier with Rakdos, we might have gotten there. Alright, so here... the Grotesque probably makes more sense. The Rakdos Cranium seems nice. Don't think we have enough 1/1s to attack with. Opponent has too many small creatures. I think we're okay going with this. This does kill a lot of our creatures, but I feel like our top end's higher, especially just to clear out spirits. Submit it back. We will play first. This hand. So we have a play on one. We can block a couple turns. We'll try it out. We're punished if we don't draw another line, but the curve's really low. We can also trade off gutter bones repeatedly. And we're punished. Just pass the turn here. The one of mountain also does not help here. Any land will get us to the guild mage. Not really interested in trading here. Alright. So here likely want to be mana efficient. We'll offer the trade. So here we can play around the 2/3 flyer. My dog doesn't seem too impressed. Let's just go Pegasus here. See if we can get them to trade early. Opponent with some one drops. Here we'll go with Thrall. And now we can start racing. Here, I'm probably okay trading. We can get back the gutter bones next turn, which is fine. The opponent tapped out. Let's do these attacks. Here we trade nicely. This resolves. Now we can gutter bones back. And play the minister here. Probably take the 3 if they attack in. It's not really worthwhile for us to trade there. Same. We'll force them. ice is removal. This does hold back, so we'll see if they want to trade here. I want to kill the big guy. That'll resolve. Gutter Bones. Twilight Panther. So here, I think we just take the 1 for now. Or spirits will be more useful. Activate Death Touch. Give it indestructible. Another Watchful Giant. So we could kill one with a block. Or we could just race them. Flyer, flyer, flyer. Bring it back to the hand. Yeah, I like that. This will give it flying. Also offset 5 life. And bring him back. See how the opponent attacks here. Thrall is really nice. So let's attack with Pegasus. Play the Thrall. And if opponent can't generate a flyer or kill one of our guys, we have lethal on board. Sacrifice Gutter Bones here. Sure. Probably would have used the other half. Opponent sees the writing on the wall, and we got the win. Do we want the Blade Blind? Probably. Instead, just rebuys us some stuff. Find set of Forbidding Spirit. Seemed pretty good in our opponent's deck. Forcer on 2. Clean up the board. Sky Tether. Try it out. So if opponent doesn't have block mana, they can't attack into us. Ping the opponent. Play our own cat. Oh, that's not the cycle one, that's a Death Touch one. We can still trade up to some of their big guys. Here. Guild Gate. Might just want to cycle, get some more action. Opponent blocks there. Take the trade. Gets the flyer, but play the Gutter Bones. And turn. So we really want this to die before we play Carnarium. This turn. Opponent decides not to attack. So here. Stack with both. We either get a spirit if they want to trade, or we get Gutter Bones into the graveyard. We're going to be playing the Thrall this turn. Kill the panther. Sure. You can get it back at any time. And opponent calls it quits. So with this traditional draft format, it takes a bit longer, so we'll probably cut it short here. Let me know if you want to see anything constructed-wise in the comments below, and subscribe and like, as well as follow me on Twitter if you get a chance. Thanks and have a good one.